Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. So, I hope you all are having a great day, and today I'm actually doing another Sims build. And in today's build, it's going to be an ultra-modern house. It's going to be a 2-story ultra-modern house, and, well, let's just watch how it shapes out to be, and kind of an interesting architecture, I think. I really do like the architecture of an ultra-modern house sometimes, and this one is no exception. Now, I like a lot of different style houses. This is just one of them. But ultra-modern is good, and so is classic love log cabins. But this one today, I picked ultra-modern. I don't really have a reason why, I just did. And as you can see now, I'm doing some walls on the main floor. Now, I am sort of going off of a house that was previously built. And now, that being said, I did build it, so I'm not copying a house. This is just me sort of recreating a house I did almost. Now, if I was smarter here, I would have realized I could have just copied the main floor up to the second floor. It would have been much quicker, but I didn't do that, and it took a few seconds longer. But yeah, it just, I actually started playing The Sims a long time ago, and I started playing when Sims 2 was still relevant, and all the hours I spent playing that game, and then with this whole pandemic, I saw that The Sims 4 was only $7 on Origin, and I figured, why not? Because I wasn't doing anything anyways, and I was bored sitting at home, so I ended up getting The Sims 4, and, well, I remembered why I liked the game so much, because I absolutely loved doing the building on it. I didn't really do much of the family aspect, ever, really. But, I did do a bunch of the building. And oftentimes before, I would replicate houses in real life. But now, I sort of mostly just make my own and try to make as unique of houses as possible, because who likes the average house? Well, average houses are good, but the more unique they are, the more interesting they are, I think. And right here is where I decide to make the chimney even taller. And I play around with this wall height a bit because I'm not overly happy with it. But I just end up returning it back to the second way I had it. And it works. It looks good. Now, one thing I always try to make a point of doing also, on these ultra moderns at least, I try to line up the windows so that they're in a vertical line going all the way up. Sort of just makes the look of the house really substantially better to me, and I like it when it's all cohesive and works together very well. Which this design I feel really works well together, and it works like it's an ultra modern house, so you kind of have to follow clean lines. But I tried to do my best for clean lines, and it actually, I think it came out pretty good for as far as the clean lines go. Now I did a bit of a different facade on this house. I did stone and paneling. Now I did modern paneling. It was all black, so... And of course it decided it would cover up my walls again, so now I have to go back and put the stone back on my walls. Really not a big deal. But I can't believe how cheap that stone is. And now I'm doing the layout upstairs. Now, this layout originally was not like this. I tried to have the master suite at the front before, but it just really didn't work with the layout I had and where the staircase hallway went to, because it made for a really thin master suite. Not to mention the master suite, I wanted to have a patio entrance, or a patio exit rather. And if I had it in the spot I did, it would not have had a patio exit. So I tried not to use cheats in this, and I only used move objects for a couple things. Actually, I think I only used move objects for one thing. I used move objects for the staircase only. Because if I didn't use it for the staircase, it would have actually taken out those windows in the staircase, which for me would have ruined the staircase, because the windows up the staircase in this house are sort of a showpiece to me. And that's the goal I was going for, to make the staircase a showpiece, and well, I think I did it. Now I do mess around with these windows a bit. Some of them stay, some of them don't, because, well, I realized how it wasn't going to work if I didn't change it. Yeah, so, yeah, there we go. Taking out the windows there. And I'm going to, yes. And then there's my patio door. I really don't like the sliding door. And this is an alt place. That's how you press alt and you can move it up and down vertically freely. Now that wasn't necessary on any other window. The only reason I did it on that window was because I wanted to have the window fall above the countertop. And short of having a smaller window, it just wouldn't have worked. And I think right about now is when I realized I forgot to put walls around this patio. And yep, right then. And I forgot to put wall covering on the upstairs patio too, I guess. So I think we're on to the interior now of the house. And we're doing the decorating. Once again, I went quite modern with these doors. They aren't very private doors, but you know what? It is just The Sims, and yeah, I think it'll be fine. It's, I think they're frosted glass windows. Actually, no, they're totally not. They're just clear glass windows. Oh well. For the lighting, I kept it also very cohesive. I kept the same lights throughout the entire house, and the reason I did not put one above the door, where I almost did, is because that's where there is where there's a lookout from the second floor. So I didn't want to interfere with that lookout on the second floor. And as you can see there, I did rotate the floor. Now, how I rotated the floor, for those of you that don't know, I press Control and less than, I believe. I think it's Control less than or greater than symbol that do the floor rotation. And picking out walls now. So, what did I pick here? Oh, please. Oh, good. You didn't pick the green. I think picking the colors is the hardest part on this whole game for me. Because despite the fact that I have, between all the expansion packs, stuff packs, and oh, what's the other one? Expansion pack, stuff pack, and game pack. That's it. I think it's game pack. I still don't find that there's even enough wall finishes that I really like that much. So, that's kind of sucky, but it is what it is, right? And I changed that color of the concrete. It had a really green tone when I saw it on, and it did not look appealing to me. The gray looks much more appealing on this house, at least, because, well, it's a black and gray house. Kind of boring, but sorry guys, apparently I'm tired. And I don't know why I paused here. It does not make sense. Why did you pause here, Mike? Where's the mic? What are you doing? There you go. He found it again. And now time to furnish the house. Now I basically always start out in the kitchen. And as you can see in this kitchen, I want another monochromatic look. A lot of black and whites in this house. And you can see right there, the reason I raised up that window with alt placing it is so that it sat at above the countertop, and rather than being behind the countertop. Now you can place a window in front, a countertop in front of a window, but I don't really like doing that. And yeah, I was originally going to put a stove at the end by the patio door, but then I changed my mind. And just doing a bit of test fitting there, because I like to put as much cabinet space in as possible. Despite it not being a real house, I really do like giving the Sims a lot of storage. In the kitchen, at least. Now, I don't use closets, though, because I don't have the pack that has closet stuff in it. Now, I know some of you do, but I don't, so it's not really a necessary thing for me to have closets. And now I'm on to the dining room, I think. No, not quite yet. I'm not quite done the kitchen yet. I did remember the smoke detector. Good. The amount of times I've forgotten the smoke detector. Now I did want to lighten some stuff up, so I did opt for a white table in this kitchen. And I was going to use the mega dining chair, but I just wasn't feeling it. Apparently I felt I was feeling the sooner ladder chair. Now the reason I had the issue with the chairs going close together like that is because of move objects being on. So it allows you to actually put stuff, interfering stuff, which it's kind of a pain, but it's also kind of convenient at the same time. Now I really like some of the area rugs in this, but some of them are just so big. Like that one was just too big. I had to size it down. Didn't really want a carpet touching the fireplace. That would be a not very safe idea, so figured it'd be better to not have that. Hurry up and pick your coffee table already, Mike. There you go. And now I'm picking the end tables, but I really like to pick this from the same suite for stuff, like coffee tables and corner tables, or end tables, rather. I like to have them match up nicely because it just finishes off when you have everything matching for me. And matching is very important for me too, so to me it is at least. I like stuff to match. And now I'm on to the half bath, which this is a very basic bathroom. It's a powder room. It's made so that your guests don't have to go upstairs in your house to go to the bathroom. So it's not really made for a whole lot. It's made more for function over form in this case because it's such a small room that you can't do much with it anyways. And I am on to the bedrooms where I'm going to pick one color for the whole upstairs apparently. And it's going to be a bland gray. Now, in the bathrooms, I also kept it very cohesive. I took the same cabinets from the kitchen and I put them in the bathroom upstairs just to keep the look of the house the same. Now, the reason I did get rid of the mirror I had in there was because it was not a base game object, and with trying to make a base game build, it ended up that if I used that, it would have made it not a base game build, so I ended up going back on that. Now, I did struggle a little bit with layout on here. A lot of that struggle was because of that window and the fact that that shower just doesn't have 3 walls of glass options. It only has 2. So I wanted the 2 walls of glass to be out and have the 2 walls of walls to be in. Or no, it does have 3 walls of glass, but the 4th one just happened to be sticking out the wrong way. So I had to figure out something to make that work. And the layout I did final was that one there. And then I put the mirrors in. Once again, very cohesive. I picked the same mirror line as the rest of the bathrooms just to keep it the same and keep it consistent. Because I like things to be consistent in the house. And consistency matters like that for me. So I made it all consistent. Now I'm having a real hard time here picking a floor for the outside of the house because, well, the base game really doesn't have that many modern-ish choices for floorings because I don't know. Sims 4 base game doesn't have a whole lot in it. And it kind of sucks because it would make it so much better if it did. But it doesn't. That's why I'm slowly getting this expansion packs. But I really did want to try to make a nice base game house. And I don't know, I think it's a fairly good base game house here. And at this point I did realize I forgot outside lighting. So I'm adding it in now after. And well, it's coming along. Now, do I do the backyard yet? First, before the front? I think I do. Make a nice little party patio, 3 chaise lounges, and a picnic table. And now I'm putting in trees. I guess I upsized that elm tree. And I was going to put one there, but it really didn't work out, and it was kind of overpowering the yard. So I wanted to not overpower the yard with trees. Now that being said, I love when houses are buried in trees, but it has to be a different style house that doesn't look so bad when it's buried with trees. And you can see the struggle I'm having in the front yard right now. It's apparently I struggled pretty hard to pick a tree for the front yard. And well, okay, so I think I do a rock. Yeah, I'm doing a rock border first, and then don't worry, guys. It's not gonna stay like that. It's definitely going to look better shaping once I'm done with it. But I don't know how. But somehow I missed that I'm moving it, and it stayed there. Now I'm just putting some dirt in, and I went over because my mouse was just kind of being dumb there, and then it decided it wanted to push past it. So yeah, I'm just putting some grasses in. Just a nice simple flower bed, and not even flowers in it, just some grasses. Because simpler the better, I think, for landscaping. Don't take away from the house with it, but add to it. And looking for a spot to do a garden in the back, but I think at this point I had decided I don't really need one, and I started looking for a hot tub, I believe. But while I was looking for a hot tub, I found a mailbox that fit the house, and yeah, so here's where I'm looking for the hot tub. I see it right now. Oh, there you go, you found it. And now they have a hot tub. Though I don't like that hot tub, it doesn't look that good, but it is a hot tub. And now is the point where I'm going through the rest of the house just to make sure I got everything. And I realize I forgot the railings on the upstairs. So now I had to do that. Anyways, guys, so we're just wrapping this house up now. And I think it came out pretty good, actually. So yeah, this is a build of a modern 2-story house. Just showing you the layout now, and yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, as well as subscribe for more. And you can watch this till the end, and well, let's look at that kitchen though. And that is, I believe that is all for this video. See you guys next time.